Today I'm going to show you how you can do style transfers or style references with any model basically. So you can do this with Nanobanana, you can do this with Seedream. Most of the new models will be able to support this type of behavior. So you've probably heard of style references on platforms like Midjourney, and Midjourney has a great library with lots of different creations. So if you see something, the style that you like, you don't necessarily have to use Midjourney to get the style. So what you can do is copy the image that you like into your platform. I'm using Fluxfield AI, and we can use any image as a style reference, right? And get a certain type of output. So as an example, we can have this sort of techie cyborg human robot combination vibe going here with this color palette and this dark-ish aesthetic. We can use something like Nanobanana to use that same style. So all you need to write in your prompt is something like applying the style of this image. Then you can generate basically whatever you want, right? So I could say generate a horse, or maybe let's keep it closer. So a male astronaut looking at the horizon, right? So if you go too far away, like if it's a landscape and you turn it into something else, the style will not be able to apply as cleanly just because it's not as relevant. So do that with Nanobanana. I can switch this over to Seedream 4 and do the exact same thing. You can basically do this with almost any model out there. So I'll try Seedream now. I'll pick another one of these images to run. So I'll pick Seedream. I'm going to, instead of this first image, I'm going to select a different one. I'm going to select this one. So I'll say applying the style of this image, generate let's just keep the prompt the same, a male astronaut looking at the horizon. So to generate that as well with Seedream. And here you see here, this is the initial one. So I think the astronaut and the horizon probably was too overly weighted. So in your prompt, you can also tweak how heavily you want the style, because the lighting is quite different between the two, but you do have a very similar overlay with Nanobanana. So let's have a look at how Seedream does. Seedream does pretty good. We've lost sort of the skin texture. So maybe you want to say, I want to keep that same skin texture. So generate a male here, keeping the same skin texture, lighting, and vibe, right? So you can obviously play around the prompt to figure out how strongly you want the input style to transfer over. But you can see, like, even in this initial one, the background colors, the sort of magazine, CD cover type vibe has carried across. It's just changed the person, right? You can see here that sort of really wet look is carrying across. Right. So if you wanted to have alien as well, you can obviously mention that, or just say you want this humanoid looking creature. So really up to you how you want to prompt, right? Yeah, and that's sort of how you can get a style transfer, style reference on any image. And because you're prompting it directly, you can easily control how much of the style or what aspects of the style you want to transfer over. The other thing is with these models, you can select multiple inputs. So you can combine different styles, right? So it said this initial style, you can say, apply the style of both of these images and generate something new. So really lots of flexibility here. Let me know what you make in the comments below.